And finally, the cringe, the overrated, the worst booking of all time. What did I tell you, people? I told you here first. I told you here first on this channel. Nobody else could have done it, believe me. However, it was all true. It was all true. It was the good, the bad, and absolutely the biggest, ugliest L of all time. And I definitely blame this on Triple H. I am not going to rest. I will not rest until there's justice. I am going to beat Triple H into a pulp. Alright? Bashing his head wide open to get to the reality that you screw this up. Now let's get to the good stuff, shall we? The one thing that we did get right, that Logan Paul lost. Hallelujah, baby. Finally. The sore loser, Logan Paul, has finally lost to L.A. Knight. Yeah. Which I thought it was going to be a disaster. Well, guess what? That part was a lie. And thank goodness that I was wrong on that one. That one, I can let that one slide. That was perfect. Logan Paul losing in his hometown of Cleveland, Ohio, was the biggest W of all time. I mean, the biggest W of all time. Believe me, folks. Believe me. Now, we got to get on to the bad. So, I mean, what else can I say that was pretty bad? Technically, that Damian Priest lost his World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, it wasn't a big surprise to me. I kind of knew he was going to lose anyway, which Finn Balor turns his back on Damian, and good old Gunther beats him for the title, and the rest is history. So was that part bad? Not necessarily. I mean, I just say it was bad like, oh, kind of bad. I felt bad for Damian Priest. Not like as in bad like, oh, this match was cringe or this match was horrible. Oh, and by the way, I haven't watched it, so I just been keeping up, looking at the who won on my Instagram. Like, the people telling me, like, breaking news, the wrestler has won and everything. And you know what else was good? Tiffany Stratton didn't cash in. Thank goodness. I thank Christ for this one. For real, I was thanking Jesus Christ for this one, because I did not want this legit racist woman to become the first WWE Women's Undisputed Champion. So, my prediction was right. So, Bayley had to make the ultimate sacrifice to lose the championship to Nia Jax, so she doesn't get cashed in on Tiffany. Which, other words, thank goodness. And did Tiffany Stratton cashed in on Nia Jax? Not really. But, however, this ain't over, though. It's not over. No. It's not over. Bayley can just chill out, chilling like a villain somewhere in WWE. She doesn't have to wrestle for her title back. It's not necessarily. I can definitely see Bayley screwing over Tiffany Stratton if she ever decides to cash in on Nia Jax, which basically Nia Jax can become the triple babyface that she was meant to be, or she can be a heel and then Tiffany Stratton can be a babyface, and then meanwhile, oh no, Bayley, how dare you, why would you do this to Tiffany, and blah blah blah. They could go with that storyline, or they can go up and beyond, and hopefully not like up and beyond going full on cringe. Don't make it cringe, that's all I'm asking. So, not bad on this part, but however, SummerSlam was kind of mid, even though I didn't watch it, so I'm going to say not WrestleMania. Why am I talking about WrestleMania? We're not even close to WrestleMania. If WrestleMania 41 in Los Angeles, Nevada gets cringed and Triple H ruins it for night 1 and night 2, oh boy. Triple H has killed 3 pay-per-views. Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, and WrestleMania. I hope we don't get to that point for WrestleMania. I hope we don't, please. And even though it's going to take place in April, which I hate April, I hate the month of April, I wish the month of April never existed, because it's just a terrible month. I hate it. I legit hate the one, the only, the months of all months, April. I hate April. It has got to die. I hate April. Like, WWE needs to move it back to March like they used to do back in the good old days when WWE WrestleManias were legit good. They need to do that again. They need to move WrestleManias for March instead of April, because April is just the worst month for me, and it just makes me depressed. Every time when it's April, it just makes me depressed. It doesn't make me happy. I hate that month specifically. It just ruins me. I don't know why. It just does. I mean, I bet some of you guys might not like August or September. I bet those months kind of give you like the worst times of all times. Or it's just like the worst month of all time. It can be all kinds. It could be all kinds, obviously. Everything else that I can care less about, like CM Punk losing to Drew McIntyre, I didn't really care for that, honestly. I'll be honest, however. I kind of wanted CM Punk to win, respectfully. But it didn't happen because thanks to Seth Rollins, blah blah blah, Drew McIntyre wins. Now, the only thing that saved SummerSlam, which I have the right to say this, and I know some people are going to disagree with me, and that's perfectly fine, but I do not want to hear all that negative nonsense, uneducated comments in my comment section saying something so ridiculous and so out of whack, if you will. I don't want to hear it, most importantly. Roman Reigns saves SummerSlam. No questions asked. I don't want to hear it. The Tribal Chief saves SummerSlam. No questions, okay? Roman Reigns is just Roman Reigns. It is what it is. So, you can put that in the good section. And now we got to get on to the ugly. We got to talk about it, guys. We have to talk about it. Big Mami Rhea Ripley versus the terrible, terrible New Jersey chick, Liv Morgan. Now look. We can all see this from a mile away. I was actually calling on this. I know I shouldn't have said it in the video, because I was kind of saying it in the back of my mind. I shouldn't have said it on video, but I didn't. But it's pretty obvious. Or maybe I did. I could be wrong. But I just knew in my heart that Dominic was going to portray Rhea Ripley. And I was not going to feel sorry for Dominic. Because let's face it, Dominic was an idiot from the start. What have I told you? Like, he didn't want to move away from Liv Morgan's precious little canceristic lips. Her lips of cancer, if you will. Her lips are full cancer, by the way. So cancer. But anyways. Anyway, it is what it is. It's fine. So Dominic is in love with cringe women. He likes women that are full cringe, and that's kind of sad for him. So, this is why Rhea Ripley does not need a man. She can just fight anyone by herself, but the only person that she's going to need on her side is obviously going to be Damian Priest, since both Judgment Day members lost their titles, which hypothetically makes sense. I mean, it really does if you think about it. It really, really does. You can't tell me otherwise. Now look, does this mean that Rhea Ripley should go to All Elite Wrestling? I'm going to say this as a joke and say yes, I hope she does leave WWE and go to AEW. Because, I hate Triple H, and he's a low-life piece of garbage. But, hey, it is what it is. But I'm obviously saying yes as a joke, because I'm not saying I want her to leave. I still want her to beat Liv Morgan to a pulp. Like, seriously, for real. Like, end her career somehow, some way. I don't care. I don't even care if she gets arrested for a second time or a third time, if she ruins her own career. But, otherwise, if that doesn't happen, then Rhea Ripley should go ahead and just end her. Go full on, Sasha Banks, how she ended Paige's career. Do it like that. I don't care. End her. Same thing for Dominic Mysterio. Same thing for her and Dominic Mysterio, because I can't stand Dominic. I don't really like Dominic. Okay? You ain't no sly dog. You're a coward. And honestly, you should start kissing dudes. I'm kidding. I'm obviously saying that as a joke. But if he does kiss dudes, then good for him. But anyways, so yeah, SummerSlam was pretty cringe and pretty mid and ruined the pay-per-view, so we all know who to blame here. It's Triple H, so just get on your phones, start typing hashtag Triple H sucks or hashtag Triple L is Triple H, because he likes eating these L's, of course, because I'm sick and tired of Triple H. Stop making us fans, as wrestling fans that love this company so much, and you're just making it worse and worse and worse. And I know that the story is still processing. I understand. Don't tell me otherwise. I ain't stupid. stories are working because, people love stories, right? Because you guys can keep complaining all of that you want about AEW that they don't tell great stories. Because let's be completely honest, since Shane O'Mac, of all people, is all elite, he's going to make AEW better. And maybe tell Tony Khan to step back, let him help out with the story over there, if you will, so he can make AEW better, so people can stop whining and complaining about stories after stories after stories not being produced and not made in AEW and all that jazz. So I'm just going to say it. It's going to end up being official. We're going to see ourselves a Judgment Day Civil War. Even though some people are going to be focusing on the Bloodline Civil War, which is fine. You guys can have that, but I want to have a Judgment Day Civil War. I want to see a Civil War, no matter what. Let's be completely honest. Liv Morgan is going to be in a relationship with Dominic Mysterio. Or, I'm obviously going to go ahead and call this one out, no matter if this does happen or not. She is going to cheat on Dominic with Finn Balor. It's going to sound so weird. I don't want Finn Balor and some cringy love-type relationship type of thing going on in WWE. It's weird. It's cringe. We don't need to see no romance and stuff. It's too much. Not for me to handle, but all of you. I bet neither of you can handle it. It's mostly going to end up being 50-50, so I'm going to use the wrestling 50-50 hypoology, if you will, or hypothetical ideology of this might go out great or it's going to end up sucking. It is what it is, most importantly. So the only surprise that we got from SummerSlam once again was Roman Reigns, which everyone was calling on it, and it happened. And then Cody Rhodes, he still defended his championship. He didn't lose and all that jazz. So there you go. So SummerSlam was pretty mid. We didn't see Uncle Howdy versus Chad Gable, which everybody wanted to see at SummerSlam, which it's like, just give me a break, man. Just give me a break. I can see so many people making a video saying 35 reasons why I hate Uncle Howdy and why I hate the Wyatt family and why the Wyatt family shouldn't exist and blah, blah, blah. The toxic people. I'm not going to say who they are, but I can guarantee you there's going to be somebody out there and they're going to be like, oh, this faction is cringe, or they never show up on TV. They keep advertising them over and over and over and over again, nonstop, and it gets so annoying. It's like, we just want to see some wrestlers fight and kick butt and win matches, no questions asked, and winning some tag team gold, or winning championship gold, any type of gold, anything. Most importantly, just any title, just any. And speaking of championships, please update the WWE United States Championship. For the love of God, I also love God. For real, please, just update the U.S. Championship and get it over with and leave the title alone and keep it permanent forever. And never change it ever again, please. Because ever since they changed it, I just hate the new look. Please change it. It's terrible. And by the way, congratulations to LA Knight once again. But anyways, let me go ahead and end off this video real quick as I can. The only way to make WWE better is get Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio ended by Rhea Ripley so she can have a happy ending and all that jazz. Meanwhile, fix the U.S. Championship, like I said before. Fix it. Or do something with it, because I hate that title, and that title needs to be updated. It needs to be better again. It's red, white, and blue, not red, white, and gold. Stay facts. What else? Honestly, Triple H, to stop being the worst booker. If he keeps on making this booking worse after worse after worse, then I'm hoping that AEW gets an uppercut on them, or I'm just hoping that Vince McMahon will pull something out of his sleeve and make another wrestling company and try to take on WWE. Which hypothetically, it's 50-50, who knows. Maybe wrestling will end up going out of business and we don't have to watch wrestling ever again. I know that sounds depressing. I know. Get over it. Relax. Wrestling is not going to go away anytime soon. I'm just sick and tired of dealing with stupid wrestlers that I do not like, and I just want them off of TV. Same thing for Tiffany Stratton. Please make her fail her first cash-in. If she doesn't, then you're going to make her the first racist champion of all time. It does not matter. She could be the female Hulk Hogan of all time. Okay, bye. Peace out.